Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome, my darlings. This is going to be a message labeled for April 26th because I'm posting it in time for the 26th where I am. You might not stumble upon it till sometime later. It might be a different date where you are in the world. So, we're setting the intention that this be a message for the next 24 hours from whenever you happen to see it. Happy birthday to all the April 26th babies out there. And happy birthday to you if it happens to be your birthday on whatever random day you may stumble upon this message. Let's see what's coming up here for the collective. One more shuffle. And the card today is the Eight of Pentacles. Now, this card comes up in a couple of different ways. Traditionally, this is a card that can come up in a couple of different situations. Sometimes this card comes up when we're feeling this uh, nudge, like this inner nudge to learn about something, like pick up a skill or some kind of um, learn something more about a trade or get a certification of some kind. And this card says you're being guided to do that because it's something that is going to produce profit for you in the future. You're being nudged, you're having this little inner guidance saying, hey, you should learn how to do that. You should get training in that, or you should get certification in that this is something that's going to be worth your while. This is also a card that comes up when it's time to work out the details in a situation. So we might be in a hurry to do something, and the Eight of Pentacles says, slow down, pay attention to the details, perfect the plan, right? And then we can move forward in a situation. So, on a personal level, this could be sitting down with someone and really working out the details of how things are going to be moving forward, like really working out the agreement, the expectations, the process, timing, procedures, expectations, all that good stuff. So between two people, this could be really kind of fine tuning or finalizing some kind of plan or agreement moving forward. In terms of personal projects or self employment, maybe there's something we're wanting to launch or put out there, which is interesting because was it the day before yesterday? It wasn't yesterday's card. Or was it yesterday's card? I don't know. All the days are blurred together. We had the Three of Wands recently, and Three of Wands was about it's like it's time to take the next step. It's time like to put something out there. But Eight of Pentacles can come up and say that we should take a little bit of time before we put it out there, before we launch it, to ensure that everything is in its place and to ensure that everything is just like, tweaked here to the best that we can possibly make it before putting it out there or before launching it. In a work situation, like if you're really stressed out with work or like some like your job in your employment, Eight of Pentacles can say that, quality over quantity. Take time here to pay attention to the details and take time to make sure that you're, doing the steps correctly versus, rushing through and just trying to churn a bunch of stuff out. This is a card that, like, on a personal level, comes up for me in readings when we might be really, really devoted to something. And I'm not going to say we're obsessing about it, but we may really, really pour ourselves into a project and we are just everything is this project or everything is this goal, and we don't rest. We're just constantly at it. We're constantly at it, and there's this mindset of, I'll rest when this is done. I'll rest when I finish this. And the Eight of Pentacles in this way comes up to say that you need to take a step away and then come back and look at it again. that you're going to have a much better result. You're going to see it through fresh eyes. You're going to come at it with refreshed energy. Therefore, what you're producing is going to be far greater if you're allowing yourself to take these steps back and come back to it rather than trying to push through it, trying to make it all happen at once. Um, so there could be something that you're rushing to get done, right? And this is saying slow down with it. Slow down with it, step away from it, rest, come back to it, and then you'll be able to really create something of high caliber or high quality. I feel that for some of you with this Eight of Pentacles, you may be dealing with some kind of opposition here, like an external opposition with a person who is coming in and being very critical of what you're doing, or like you're wasting your time doing this, or you're doing something frivolous, or you're doing something that is nonsensical. And so I feel with this Eight of Pentacles, some of you maybe are like really pushing yourself, like, I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you, I'm going to knock this out of the park, and then you're going to see. And the Eight of Pentacles is saying, don't do that. Don't take on that energy into this project. Don't put this energy into what you're doing. And just go about it as if you weren't dealing with this criticism. Don't go into it as like you're trying to prove something, or you feel like you're going to prove something, or shut somebody's mouth. Don't don't let that energy infiltrate your work and what you're putting out there, because you're not doing it for this person. And so in this way, don't allow yourself to be rushed or pressured, or feel obligated to convert anyone's way of thinking or opinions. Uh, but some of you are going to be coming out of that situation, uh, creating an upset. Like just very much like a dark horse. Very very much like a dark horse. Um, I would say they don't see you coming. Right? Take your time. Take your time. They don't see you coming. But, once you've accomplished this, once you've finished this, once you've launched this and put this out there, it's going to be, uh, I'm not sure why, but the term swan song is coming to me right now. So if you're not familiar with what a swan song is, swan song is an expression that originates from, I believe, Greek mythology, but the meaning in today's usage is that it's some kind of big, grand, uh, one final thing that we put out there before we retire, before we walk away from something. So it's kind of like your masterpiece, your personal masterpiece, something that you're doing that's leaving a mark, and then you're just kind of, bowing out and stepping away. So some of you are creating something that is going to be very near and dear to your heart, something that is really connected to like life's work, or something that you've dedicated yourself to, and it's going to be your farewell, um before you just kind of allow yourself to rest and just kind of do what you want to do with your life afterwards. So this could, for some of you, really be retiring, like one last thing that you're doing, putting out there, and then retiring, or giving up a cause, or I just don't say giving up a cause, but like retiring from a cause, or retiring from a line of work. It's gonna be something that you're putting out, and you're leaving a mark. For some of you, okay, for some of you, there could be money coming in through God, universe, angels, a blessing that you didn't see coming in a very random, unforeseen way, that is going to fund you being able to work on this. So maybe you might be receiving, maybe somebody is leaving you money, maybe you're getting money from some kind of uh what is it called, restitution for something somebody did through the courts, or maybe you're getting some kind of settlement or some kind of severance from a company that's closing down. But you might be receiving funds that is going to allow you to either cut back your working drastically to where you're working fewer hours or not working at all, and putting this work into something that you are creating, perfecting, finalizing, that you're going to be eventually launching before altogether just kind of retiring and living your life, doing your thing. um that is what's coming in here through today's message. If you want to check out the other videos on the channel, there are some links in the description. Private calendar remains closed. I will be making an announcement about that in the next few days here, about like when it's gonna open up, and there might be some changes to private readings, or availability for private readings, but I'm still I'm still Eight of Pentaclesing that for myself. I'm still figuring out those details, and I'll keep you all posted. But I hope that this message is helpful. I hope that you all have a fabulous day ahead, and I hope you'll come back and check out tomorrow's message. Take care and be well, my darlings.